Hello, right? Greetings and salutations. My name is Comic Fire, and welcome back to more Dragon Quest IX. In the last episode, we finished up the story, and now that we're a human, we're stuck down in the Protectorate forever. I don't know if we're human, we're mortal. Or are we forever? Anyway, we're going to be needing significantly stronger levels to handle what's coming up next, so I got to level 47 in all of the main classes, and I did significant amounts of grinding in other classes so I could get points to max out, like, as you can see, like shield skill, bow skill, because I wanted to give characters something a little different to do in the post-game here. Like, Steam's got axes, bows, hammers. Hammers suck, by the way. Hammers are just straight up ass in this game, unless there's something I'm just missing. And also to speed up the process of doing stuff in the post-game, because the post-game has just a significant amount of grinding in it. I elected to use action replay cheats to speed up grinding and get equipment to speed up any armor requirements and speed up any, like, alchemy requirements. I'll list a lot of what I've done in the description, if I remember. Yeah, why not? What are you, Trump? Boy, the real Leviathan, huh? And this is necessary to do a lot of stuff in the post-game, so I'd recommend it. Follow that fish! Now, to make this significantly easier, I waited till it was night, because all the villagers would give you hints that, yeah, there was someone who used to be able to call Leviathan, but she's dead, and thankfully we still have just enough Celestian left in us to handle this. Huh. A water maul wand, a flowing dress, and silver shield. Silver shields you can get in Stornway now, I believe, and water maul wand and flowing dress we can already buy earlier. A lot of post-game quests are going to start requiring significant amount of alchemy and significant amount of grinding. Like, you're going to be putting hundreds of hours into post-game if you want to do everything. And I don't really have time for that, so I just wanted to show you all story. Anyway, now that we know exactly how to do this, let's talk to our good old pal Jonah here. You betcha. Maybe you should fish harder. You got a good point. Now, anyway, to speed this up, I have set up a save state there, so I will be right back. Okay, I actually forgot to set up a save state, so I had to walk back and do all that again. Anyway, I'll show... Shit. Let's look at the Xenogears. I have to press square to, in my mind. Or Y in this case. I'm using a PS2 controller to play, as you... I think you already know at this point. This is how you really should be fitted up at this point. Water maul wand, flowing dress, silver shield. And you have to equip it all on... I don't know if it has to be your main character. In fact, I really should have equipped it on Dustfeld, but, screw it. And be prepared for a fight. That might roughly be on par with Corvus, actually. Assuming you're at the lower levels. Hold on, let's give it a shot. I don't know what I said, hell yeah, nah. Hoo boy! Are you just the dad again, or nope, you're pissed. Of course you are. And this Leviathan is significantly harder than the last one. Wait, I could probably, Yes, I can! I think a blustery bow is good. Yeah, you can change all your equipment here whenever you want, pretty much, but I'm going to have my bow here because I wanted to give it a shot. So let's go for Reign of Pain. I guess Penny Pincher might be nice. Dustfeld's the same as usual. Actually, if he is... I don't know if any of his attacks are breath-based, but it gives him something to do. And you, my good friend, are going to use Helm Splitter. Fortunately, Insulatle's not quite as good in this game as it is in the other ones. Nice. Ow. Yeah, hammer skills are kind of garbage. Nice. Just because, we'll go for a similar setup here. Because right now, either we can make target miss the attack, which, given battle is so slow, it's not really going to matter. Penny Pincher is bleh. Bagsy Lass, I can't really think of a good situation that would be useful for it. Monster Masher, which is just good for materials, and Cracker Whack, which is good for multiple enemies, but we're not in a situation with our multiple enemies, so... I know not what the plan would be here. Helm Splitter works for me for now, though. Ouch. Yeah, let's see if... No, I don't think Insulate worked on that at all. As far as hammers go, I don't... Try Bagsy last, see if it at least, like, buffs damage a bit. I'm given that it takes 3 MP, there's gotta be some benefit to going last. Ooh, well, I'm just an armamentalist. It's not like it's going to be an amazing skill. Not really worried about the whole EXP buffing setup that I can just fight liquid metal slimes. That works for me. I mean, it looks like it did a little more, but I don't know if it was worth like 3 MP. I'm a gladiator. All of my MP matters a lot. And given that that was enough, let's go for Parallax. Because I think that's the strongest axe-based skill you can like do as far as like a DPS goes. Hatchet Man is kind of like Thunder Thrust in that it either misses or deals a critical hit. Boy, Dustfeld is killing it with that shield. Or preventing killing from occurring. Yeah, really no more better. That's cool, however. Let's try Cracker Whack, just for fun. Show off everything hammers can do before I go back to spears and never look back. I don't think I ever tried Axis of Evil. Oddly placed World War II reference from what I understand, but okay. And Reign of Pain is basically multi-thrust but with a bow. Aww. Oh, wow, that was significantly worse. Not the best skill I could have used, but shit, that was nice. I might have overgrinded for this fight in particular, but it's just so I have to do a little less later on. I'll just keep those for now, I guess. As far as getting like skill points very quickly, it's best to just go from like level 1 to 40 in any given skill, because that gives the most stat points pretty fast. Get a celestial skein, but... Alright, we just killed God again. The sea god. Seadeus. No, you're fine. I'm sorry about that. Oh, he can talk. Oh. Nice eyebrow movement going there, Jonah. Quickly, reach into my mouth. It's totally safe. Oh. Must be nice to be picked out by your local deity and just say, hey, you know, I found this, you want it? You say you do all day, Leviathan. I'm just gonna come back here. Oh. Well, thanks. Any wish we want, huh? But yeah, this fig is the reason we wanted to go for this quest in particular. As well as Jonah being one of the NPCs I prefer more in the game. Well, let's dig in. Isn't this like sacrilege for us, though? Nah, I guess we achieved our goal anyway. It's Stella! Well, it's good to see that Stella never really left us, but, shit, we're back in action, baby! Well, it's really only been about 30 minutes. Including all the grinding and whatnot. Oh shoot! And that's the meat of the post-game, grotto grinding. Hella. Yeah, you can hang out with me, and then you can... Oh, yeah, cool. Oh yeah, grottos have things in it that we could only have dreamt of. And like I said, Alright, well, now's the perfect time to go over what I intend to do now. And now we finally have air travel, so we never really need to worry about the boat again. To my knowledge, the boat can't really give us anything more than we already had. I'm gonna land this right now, because first we need to get us our first grotto map. It's not a... well... Spells and abilities. Let's zoom on over to Xerox. Because I finally figured out what that pun was, except I think I've said that multiple times in this LP already. Oh well. Hey there, Christopher Collapsus. Yeah, eat up, buddy. Well, technically... And we get the Granite Tunnel of Woe, level 1. Just west of Storenway, huh? Anyway, grotto grinding is the meat of the postgame, and I know next to nothing about it because I never bothered with it. Once I got my, once I got the Starflight Express back, I kind of just stopped playing. So anyway, let's zoom on over to Storenway. And I'm going to take this opportunity to gear up in something a little more appropriate for myself, so I'll be right back. Okay, I don't necessarily know if, these are things you could possibly get at this point in the game, but I might as well show off that, again, not necessarily trying to handle this legit, because a lot of things that, you can get in the game are locked behind Wi-Fi, and, you know, Wi-Fi for Dragon Quest IX is down, so if you want to do a lot of the post-game stuff anyway, you're gonna need an action replay, or send your game to someone who does have this stuff and use Street Pass, or what? Well, not Street Pass, it's a DS game. There's like another function, and I really have to stop doing that. Okie doke, so let's go treasure hunting. But yeah, at this point, I'm not really trying to handle this legit. I've got a save editor, specifically for fudging grottos, because I'm going to do a lot more grotto exploring than I originally intended to do, because now that I've kind of fudged it a little bit, I can more easily handle grottos and whatnot. Like, I can go into specific grottos and do pretty much anything I need to do. So I can show a lot more of the post-game at the expense of not doing it legit. Now, if I'm not mistaken, once you max out the, I believe the Thief class, you can use Treasure Island, and you can find all the various, you can find, like, various, like, blue chests, I believe. Except the ones in grottos, and since grottos have, well, later grottos, like high-leveled grottos, have ridiculously good gear in them, and they're where you're going to get most of the good gear in the game. And I don't really know the specifics of it, that's why I'm using the save editor to do so, except for the first one I'm going to just handle legit to show you how they work before I start going into the worst of it. But Treasure Island also shows you where the stairs are, which I found out later. Because basically it's sort of going to go into a mystery dungeon format almost, like randomly generated dungeons with randomly placed stairs. Ooh, a moonwort bulb. And the rates for finding certain, like, items in grottos is gonna start being, like, on a magnitude of you'd have better luck getting a rare drop from a monster in Monster Hunter. And getting, like, 7 of those drops at once. And then once you get to the bottom, There are 12 different grotto bosses you can find depending on how strong you are. Equinox here is the weakest of them all. I don't know how weak Equinox is, so we're about to find out. I really should have switched. Just have you defend. And go for more Helm Splitters. Because you can, I believe at the very least, you can start using these grottos immediately by the time you can... I think by the time Xerox hits, you can start doing grottos. At least as long as you finish that quest you can, so I don't see why you wouldn't be able to. So I can't see Equinox being much stronger than like Gadrongo or something. Yeah, and given that Dustfell just hit an 82, I can't imagine... Uh-oh. Ooh, I don't like that. Yeah, nothing we have to worry about right now. I think there are stronger grottos that would have Equinox as a boss later that might be a little stronger, like stronger versions of Equinox, but I can't act like I'm any authority because I have zero idea. Yeah, there goes Equinox. I imagine that would have been much harder if I'd... Anyway. Basalt Mine of Doubt. Yeah, why not? So let's put that map away. Yeah, we don't need that. And now you have 2 treasure maps, so... They'll appear, like, randomly across the world. You can get different treasures and whatnot. I'm going to be using a save editor to get into much stronger grottos right away. Because a lot of the post-game story quests require going into, like, super high-level grottos and finding, like, a super rare item from, like, a super rare monster or something. As well as certain, I think, job classes, like the Luminary, requires a very high-level grotto, and killing a monster that, like, runs away with, like, the weakest minstrel skill, Hot Lick. So there's a lot that's going to go into the post-game, and I'm going to try to cover as much of it as I can. With the save editor, I can handle a lot more grotto stuff, because this is originally going to be the most I was going to cover with grottos. But then once I learned that story quest required grottos, you understand how it goes. Anyway, I'm going to cut the episode here. Next time, we'll start on the post-game story quests. See you guys then.